What's up, guys? I am Doug DeMarco, and let's unbox some stuff, man. Alright, we have the Dungeon Crate. Dun dun dun. Alright. Let's crack this open. Let's see what we got. Got some paper on top. And we have our card. Insert card with on the back. It has another tile. And I have an idea for these at the end of the video. Let's see, what is this? The Ruined Farmstead. So this is a map. Let's see, what is this, like a 16, so by 4, like a 32 by 16 maybe? Farmstead map. Looks like the middle of a road going right through here. Ruins on top and middle. Alright. That's cool. Alrighty. Ooh, next we have some paint. This is the Master Series paints that we got earlier. Let's see, this one is Blade Steel. I assume that is some kind of grayish. Let's see, Dungeon Crate card. We got a little bag. Let's see, what is this? What feels like some dice. And it is. Ooh, a nice set of gold dice. Check that out. Alright. So we got two miniatures. So the first miniature is a Burrowing Horror. Check him out. The Burrowing Horror. Interesting. And next are some goblins. But not just any goblins. We have 4 Pathfinder goblins. These are the specific Pathfinder goblins because they have like the football-shaped head and the long, well, the elongated elf-style ears. It's a pretty interesting take on goblins, and it's something that is unique to Pathfinder, so it kind of helps with brand recognition. As soon as you see that goblin, you know it's Pathfinder. Ooh, I have some crate cards. So, this is a Skrek. Oop, there we go. What is he? He's a large, scaly beast covered in patches of glittering minerals. So that is probably our burrower. And this is the Herder's Signal. It is some type of flute, or maybe a clarinet. Let's see, what does it do? Enchant something? I don't know. I don't see it off the top of my head. It's probably in the adventure, so it calls out to something. Oh, we got a sticker. Doomed and Determined. The classic. Critical fail. Next we have... Okay, so this is one of the adventure bundles. So our adventures is Beasts of Burden by James Rodehaver. And the synopsis is... When an earthquake strikes, relief efforts from surrounding communities pour in to help the struggling victims. Among those badly needed resources are a team of pack animals laden with supplies. Herding these beasts to the rescue should be no problem from a group of seasoned adventurers, right? Wrong. Wrong. It is always wrong. And we have some other cards. So let's see. It's just nice black Abyss. So this looks like the section. Yeah. Okay, so this is just a corner section of something and another corner section of something. And these are rubble, and it looks like kind of like maybe acid traps. You could cut them along the lines right here to cut them out to better fit whatever you're going to use them for. Alright. And last but not least, our miniature Dungeon Master screen for the adventure, and it comes with all the necessary stats on the back. And that is it for El Dungeon Crate. Let's look at our card and see if we got everything. We hope June kicks off a summer of gaming for you adventurer. Our June 2021 crate is packed with an original full-length Pathfinder adventure that can easily be modified for 5e. built right in, plus an exclusive GM screen, map, minis, and so much more. All right. Let's see. We have a full set of dice, paint from Reaper Miniatures, our Pathfinder Goblins, our Burrowing Horror, our cutout terrain. Let's see. Access to the digital crate, which comes with every one of these. We have an exclusive Hard Adventure, Beasts of Burden, our map of the collapsed farmhouse, and let's see, the GM screen and crate cards. All right, and that was it for this month's adventure. This is really, I don't mind these adventures. There's another company that kind of changed the way they do things to just have every box is a single self-contained adventure, and that's okay, I guess. But I don't know. I just kind of look for something a little more, a little extra. The back of the card. We've gotten a couple of these now, whether it's just a blank back good for basically dungeon crawls, terrains. But what if we already have the Dungeon Crate Adventurers Guild on Facebook? What if, say, in January? The January is a nice, we usually have something tied to like new beginnings or a new era or whatever. Nice turn of the year, something new. What if instead of terrain for 1 month, we got something like this? An official Adventurers Guild membership. It would be the same thing as the card, basically your credentials for being a member of the Dungeon Crate Adventurers Guild. And it would be, blank, so you can write in your name, just like, back in the day, we used to get mail-ins for like clubs and, Superman Secret Club and all kinds of stuff. I think something like that would be kind of neat. And also, if you haven't heard, I was recently linked to this, that TSR is back in business in name. They are currently the publishers for Giant Lands, which is a science fantasy adventure that was originally launched on a Kickstarter 3 years ago now, back in 2019. It is super interesting. It is, let's see, I think it's James or Mike Ward. I can't remember his name. One of the original designers, one of Gary Gygax's son, Gary Gygax Jr., not Luke. I've met Luke a couple of times at Gen Con, but not Gary Jr. I met Gary Sr. at Gen Con. Pretty awesome. But I don't know. I'm really interested in how this is going to work out for TSR, because they're really a brand new company coming into a clogged industry that, I don't know. I wonder if the industry is going to accept them or not, because there is another kind of D&D offshoot that you may not have heard of called Castles and Crusades. And they've been around for literally almost ever, and I almost never run into anybody who's ever heard of them. But they still publish today. It is basically kind of like 2nd edition light, so I don't know. Anyways, guys, let me know what you thought about this box. I thought this was a pretty awesome box. It came with everything I would have wanted and a little bit more, so hey, who's going to complain? Thanks for watching, and you be awesome.